So yesterday I turned 30, I guess. I don't know when or how that happened, but I embrace it with gratitude. This journey to self-love has been difficult, yet rewarding. It was a decade of love and war, but I found myself. I found my soulmate, married him, and explored the entire world. It demanded so much faith and countless fresh starts. Patience too. My early 20s, though, were so uncertain. I struggled with commitment to jobs and relationships. I moved a lot. Grief consumed me when I lost both of my parents, along with many friends and family members. A severe mental breakdown led to a horrifying hospital stay, and I was depressed, anxious, and moody. College weekends blurred with alcohol and God knows what, and despite having a huge circle of friends, I was so lonely. And this facade was that of a high-functioning person battling depression with suicidal thoughts every other day. And no one really noticed because I smiled a lot. But it's astounding how I managed to even graduate college. And well, I learned a lot along the way, and I would like to share with you some of the lessons. But spoiler alert, no matter how ugly it gets, it always works out in the end. So don't give up and keep going. Living deep and adventurous often had me losing track of days. But if you don't know where you've been, you don't know where you're going. When I walk down the streets of Bali, the Balinese often ask two questions: where you come from and where you go. And of course they mean it in a very mundane sense, but it's a gentle reminder to aim to live in balance, of being lost in the moment while recording life's crucial details and lessons, not just for ourselves, but for future generations. So write, journal. Number 2, emotions don't define you. Anxiety once made me feel like my world was falling apart. I remember when I first met my husband, any difficulty we had was a sign to me that, oh my goodness, things are falling apart. When in fact, everything was perfect. Everything is perfect. So you don't have to die because of one hard emotion. I learned to ground myself, realizing that a difficult moment doesn't mean the end of the world. Breathe in, acceptance. Breathe out, release. You can weather the storms of your ever-changing emotions like a rooted tree standing still in the midst of a storm. 3, value and honor solitude. Solitude isn't loneliness, you see. It's a sanctuary where our soul is free to speak to us. It's where creativity, introspection, and self-love flourishes. So befriend solitude, because in it, you discover yourself. I would spend a lot of time in a dark room in my early 20s. For many years in my 20s, I was by myself, but I was never alone. Instead, I was surrounded by dark thoughts, fear, depression, anxiety. I let so much negative energy marinate in my solitude, and I learned in my 20s to be alone with joy and to use solitude as a tool for self-mastery and self-discovery. 4, the power of stillness. We often chase more stuff, more achievements, more work, more knowledge, more money. But in stillness is where I found growth. Stillness allows for clarity and divine connection that is beyond anything you could imagine. So be still and know. 5. Pain is not personal. And I know in the middle of the pain, it feels so personal. Why me was the question I asked frequently. But pain, I realize, pushes us towards compassion and deeper awakenings. Like a lotus flower blooming in muddy waters, pain is insight. No mud, no lotus. We are all suffering in different ways to varying degrees. But with this in mind, we can have the courage to ask, what is the lesson here? And then we can grow. 6. Meditate. Meditation is an appointment with yourself. Whether focusing on a single point like your breath and counting to 21, or diving deep into the analysis of emptiness. The intention of meditation is to draw the attention inwards, discovering reality beyond appearances. Even for 5 minutes each day can bring a lifetime of freedom and joy. 7. Move your body, okay? Move your body every day. It doesn't matter how it looks. It's not for vanity, but for wellness. Whether it's walking, yoga, weight training, HIIT training, it's different every day. But listen to your body's whispers. Honor it, and it will in return honor you with a long, healthy life. Yoga might save your life. 8. Prayer is power. Whatever that means for you, whatever form it takes for you, pray. Sometimes prayers are silent. Prayer lightens the human load, because being human can be sometimes a heavy experience. So prayer connects us to something greater than all of this noise. Prayer is an oasis of peace in a very chaotic, ever-changing world. We all have this space inside that is free from heaviness of the world, and we can always return to that quiet space inside for refuge. 9. Close all past chapters. Now, I know that we often get into relationships and then we keep the door slightly open even when the relationship is over. Let go. Let go of relationships that no longer resonate. And sometimes we can convince ourselves that, I'm so mature that I can still maintain the relationship. But the thing is, when we try to hold on, it only prolongs the heartbreak and it takes up space. So closing chapters, it clears the room. It creates space for what we're actually asking for. It creates space for new beginnings and for deeper love and connection. 10, explore to find your purpose. Purpose is a big one. Oh my God. It's a big one that happened in my 20s. I was obsessed with finding my purpose. And then I said, life has no purpose. but there's a middle way. Purpose is exactly what you're doing right now if you're fully present. And it's okay not to have all the answers. But as we embrace the unfamiliar, be endlessly curious, stop chasing and stop pretending that we know, then purpose finds you. That's what I learned. Number 12, self-acceptance and love. You are enough by virtue of being alive. Not because of anything you've done or anything you've accomplished, but because you are alive. So embrace who you are now without chasing another shiny new version of yourself. 13, honor your body. Your body is your temple. So be intentional about who you share intimacy with. Share only with those who truly care for you, and honor your body. Recognize your worth and never compromise your worth to be validated. Never compromise your worth for money or things. Your body is a temple. 14, the beauty of friendship. Friends are the anchor and the glue that hold us steady through life's most difficult storms. So nourish your friendships because life depends on it in many ways. 15, heartbreak hurts. I've had my heart broken a few times in my 20s. And when it happens to you, because it will, instead of texting, or if it hasn't happened already, instead of texting, write a letter, pen to paper. It might heal your heart in unexpected ways. Even if you never send the letter, even if the person never reads it, write. 16, a simple smile. In my darkest moments, do you know who saved my life? A stranger's smile. Strangers have pulled me through moments that they knew nothing about, and just by being kind, just by being warm. And this has happened over and over again, the generosity of a neutral being. So whenever you can, be that light for someone else. 17, embrace new beginnings. It's never too late to start over. And sometimes we feel cornered and we don't know what to do, and we can give everyone advice, but we cannot give it to ourselves, and we feel lost. But I started over so many times in my 20s. So many times I started over. Have the courage to start over as many times as you need to. Your past doesn't matter. It doesn't define your future. You never have to cage yourself in and stay anywhere that doesn't feel like your place of belonging. 18, compassion is key. And compassion is not about feeling sad and crying for others. It's not about pity. It's wishing them happiness. How good would it be if all beings were free from suffering and the causes of suffering? How beautiful would it be if all human beings were never separated from happiness and the causes of happiness, and that they could abide in the middle way of equanimity, holding this deep desire and intention, compassion in your heart. Your presence will be a calm to others, even without saying anything at all. 19, listen. Listen more. Say less. often saying less means understanding more. You can see a lot through silence. 20. Open your heart. Open your heart. Don't just seek love. Don't just see what you can take from others, but embody love. Ground in the wisdom, and as you do, the universe might surprise you. Give more than you take. That was 20, but there's one more that has helped me to learn these 20 lessons. Traveling. Travel the world. Okay? Don't buy things, buy experiences. It answers so many of life's questions. It bridges the gap between you and the world. Traveling will bring you some of the most unexpected experiences. It brings unparalleled joy, and sometimes, like I did, you might even find love in the most unexpected corners of the world. So, my sweet friend, may your 20s be free. May you be happy. Namaste.
Okay, if you hear my voice, clap one time. One time. If you hear my voice, clap one time. If you hear my voice, clap 3 times. Okay, good.
Hallelujah.